Hello everyone, I am Ramyavishalakshi, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Physics at KSR College of Arts and Science for Women in Trichandur. Today we discuss about the topic of relativity. Classical physics deals with object moving with a velocity very much less than the velocity of light, that is v is less than c. Relativity deals with object moving with a velocity of comparable to the velocity of light, that is v is approximately equal to c. According to classical physics, the three quantity space, time and mass are absolute and invariant quantity. According to relativity, space, mass and time are not absolute and they are variable quantity. Frame of reference. In this figure, consider three mutually perpendicular axes x, y and z axis. The position of a moving object can be represented by three Cartesian coordinates. A frame of reference in a system containing the three mutually perpendicular axes ox, oy and oz axis, and using the system, the position of a moving object can be located at any time. There are two frame of reference. First one is inertial frame of reference. Unaccelerated frame of reference are called inertial frame. They are at rest or moving with a constant velocity v. Newton's law of motion are valid only in the inertial frame of reference. Second one is non-inertial frame of reference. Non-inertial frame of reference moving with an acceleration are called non-inertial frame of reference. Newton's law are not valid in non-inertial frame of reference. Galilean transformation equation. Galilean transformation equation are based on the classical mechanics where the velocity is negligible when compared with the velocity of light v is less than c. Consider two inertial frame s and s dash. The s frame is rest and s dash frame moving with a velocity v. Initially at time t is equal to 0. Both the frame coincide with each other. So O and O dash at the same point. Galilean transformation equation x dash is equal to x minus vt, y dash is equal to y, z dash is equal to z and t dash is equal to t. Galilean inverse transformation equation is x is equal to x dash, x is equal to x dash plus v into t dash, y is equal to y dash, z is equal to z dash and t is equal to t dash. From the source of a beam of light incident on P, split up into two parts. One is reflected portion travels at right angle to incident beam fall at B. One plane mirror M1 and reflected back to P. Then it get reflected through P an entire telescope. The transmitted portion fall on mirror M2 at A and reflected back at P. After reflection, it enters the telescope, so we get interference fringes. The whole apparatus was floating on Mercury on AM. PA the direction of earth motion and PB perpendicular to the direction of earth motion. The result of the experiment is n is equal to 0.4. The Michelson expected to get the fringes shift of 0.4, but the apparatus is very sensitive, so we can detect very small fringes shift 0.01 range, and this experiment no fringes shift also observed. The velocity of light in space universal constant. The velocity of light c minus v and c plus v. Lorentz transformation equation. We introduce the new transformation equation with the new concept of light velocity in constant in free space. In this fringes, consider two observer O and O dash in frame of reference S and S dash. The system S dash moving with a velocity v related to the system S along with the direction x direction. So we measured the time in the incident when the origin of S and S dash. The light pulse produced at t is equal to 0 separate out as growing sphere. So the wave front produced with the speed c. After the time t, the observer will note the light is reduced at point P of x, y, z, the observer will note at the point P of x dash, y dash and z dash. The result of Lorentz transformation equation is x dash is equal to x minus bt divided by root of 1 minus b square divided by c squared. T dash is equal to t minus bx divided by c squared divided by root of 1 minus b square divided by c squared. Lorentz transformation equation is x is equal to x dash minus v into t dash divided by root of 1 minus b square divided by c squared. T is equal to t dash minus v into x dash minus c squared divided by root of 1 minus b square divided by c squared. Thank you.